So we'll start with a formal meeting, and with that, good afternoon, all the respected participants. I, Abhijit Ghosh, along with my colleague Ms. Sakshi Narayan from IMT College of Management, welcome you all again in this session of the FDP. It's an absolute honor to welcome Professor Manoj Kumar Mishra, Dean Academics and Professor at IIC-IIMT University, Hazaribagh, Jharkhand, on our 5-day FDP in collaboration with the Indian Economic Association. Today's sir will cover the topic entrepreneurship development, market and demand analysis. To say a little bit about sir, he has an illustrious career spanning 23 years across India and abroad, including USA, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and the Benin Republic, to name a few. Professor Mishra has excelled in teaching, research, and administration. A gold medalist with multiple doctoral honors, he has contributed extensively to econometrics, development economics, research methods, and data analytics. With 200 plus research papers, 45 patents, and 12 books, his dedication to academia is truly inspiring. He has also co-chaired, and delivered more than 300 invited lectures as keynote speaker, guest speaker, and eminent speaker in national and international conferences, seminars, and workshops. We are privileged to have you and your expertise and vision to guide us towards the academic excellence through this session, sir. We welcome you, and we also would request you to kindly take over the session and enrich us with your topic today.
Thank you so much. I feel proud to be the part of this 5 days faculty development program organized by IIMT College of Management, Greater Noida, on the very pertinent themes in collaboration with Indian Economic Association on the theme 2 minutes.
The theme is primarily on time series analysis that we are looking at, and we are also attaching the entrepreneurship.
My topic is another. My topic is another. That is the topic of another speaker. Okay. So I have to discuss on the entrepreneurship development, market and demand analysis in today my lectures. So thankful to the organizing committee for inviting me in this 5-day workshop. So first of all, I will discuss what is market and demand aspect of the entrepreneurship development. As we know that marketing is the core of business, and demand determines the growth of business. If there is demand, we can do the production according to the demand, and we can fix the price, we can sell the product, we can earn the revenue, the profit will increase and business can grow. Therefore, demand is very important for the development of any business. So while opening any branch, any venture, we have to focus on the demand, or already we have developed the ventures, but we have to forecast the demand in the future. According to we will do the production, we will make the inventory, and we will hire the human resource also, man, machine, material we will hire for this purpose, and we will work according to this, according to the present trend of market and the future trend of market. We have to take the decision for the proper development of business. So market, in the market demand, we discuss two types of product. First one is the private goods, and generally we will discuss on these goods. We will discuss the sales of the product at the present. We will analyze also the sales of the product in the past, and we will predict the sales in the futures also. We will also discuss the share of the particular company in the market out of 100. and what are the direction of the trend of the demand. We will also discuss this, and how we will estimate this with the help of software, particularly the Excel I will in this lecture. All those things we will discuss. Second one is the public goods. In the public goods, that is related to the government goods, and that is based on the social and institutional analysis, the social cost and benefit of the product, but we will focus on the private good in this lecture. So in the demand and market analysis, we will discuss the issues. Is the product for domestic or export consumptions? We are doing the business, our product will be for the export or for the consumption in the country, for the demand in the country. It will fulfill the needs. We have to discuss this, or we will also try to understand that our product will be sold only in the domestic country or in the foreign country. We have to predict the demand of our product in our country and in the foreign country. We have discussed this. These are the questions of market demand. The second one is that is the market large enough to absorb the new product without affecting the price? We know that price is the per unit monetized value of the product. When price changes, the demand of the product, the sales also changes. But without changing the price, can we sell the more in the market or not? If our product is new, then without affecting the price will fix the price according to our benefit and how much we can sell our product in the market. And if our product is old product, already we are working in the market, then we will be able to continue or to sustain our sales in the market or not. Suppose the sales of the particular product is increasing, the sales of another companies are increasing, then our sale is increasing or not. In the comparison of other companies, our sale is increasing fast, or it is increasing slow, or it is constant, or it is decreasing. All those things we have to discuss in the market and demand analysis. We have also discuss what will be the aggregate demand of the product or services in the future. Aggregate demand is related, means that demand which maintains the employment output in the economy. Economy should not be disturbed. So what will be the aggregate demand of the product, our product in the market, while economy should not be disturbed, and aggregate demand is related to the demand of the product for the consumption purpose, CC plus for the consumption purpose, maybe the government can also demand the product, and the demand of the product may be for the investment purpose also. So three types of purpose. So all those things we have to understand while doing the market and demand analysis of a product. And what will be in the present and what will be in the future. We try to know the future, the demand in the future. What is the need of the demand what is the need to understand the demand of the product in future, because we can do the preparation. Suppose in future the demand will be high, we can do the preparation for the higher level of production in the future. According to this, we will make the stock of raw materials, semi-finished goods, and final goods also. But if the demand in the future will not increase, maybe it will decrease in the future, then we have to understand that we have already cost on the product. So how we will make our return on the product sustainable? We can change the direction of the business, or we can try to find what are the factors affecting the demand of our product. So according to this, we can adopt the suggestive measure, and it will be applied to increase the demand so that our business will not in the loss. It will sustain and we can increase the profit. So this is also important. What should be the market share of the product under the study? At present time, suppose the same product another companies are also making. So what is our market share? Our market share is 10%, 20%, 30%. So what is the market share of all the all the companies doing the business of the same product, and what is our market share. And our market share is, we will also the predict in the future our market share will increase or decrease. We can maintain our market share or not. Maybe the possibility of increasing the market share of our product, or maybe the chance of decreasing. All those things we analyze so that we can make ourselves ready according to the market situation. And the next one is the marketing strategy and distribution channels are required. What should be the marketing strategy? How we can increase the sales of our product? It should be through the social media marketing, or it should be the poster, banner, or the by the newspaper. So, what should be the channels of marketing, and how we can make our marketing channels strong? Because we already know that marketing is the core of the any business. So, marketing is very important in this sense. So, we have to work on this. So, doing the market and demand analysis, what informations are required? Suppose that we are predicting the demand of our product in the futures and in the present also, and share of our sales in the present time, and also we predict in the future time all those things, and what are the trends going of the sale, all the things. So what knowledge is required? How we can do this? We have to study this. So first of all, we have to know consumption trends in the past and present. Suppose that we are doing the business of the watch market. So what is the consumption of watch? Means what is the sales of watch in the present time? What was the sales of watch in the past time? What are the factors affecting the sales of the product? All those things we will study according to the nature of product. It may be the bicycle market, watch market, biscuit market, means fast moving consumer goods market, or any type of the product. We study the consumption trend. According to the time, the consumption trend changes. Before 20 years, the food consumption pattern was different than today. Today it has changed. After 20 years, the consumption pattern of food will also change. The lifestyle will change, the cloth pattern will change, consumption pattern, eating pattern will change. So house pattern will also change, living standard, living style, all those things will change. So it is required to take the data concerning to the consumption pattern in the past and the present, as we know that future is equal to past plus present. So future determination is based on the past data and the present data, and therefore it is very important concerning to the any business because when we take the consumption data properly, we can understand that in which direction the sale is going. Consumption depends on the demand. So the demand is in the market is yes or no. If the demand is decreasing, we are going out of the market. So according to this, we have to plan a past and present supply positions. At the present time, how many companies, what are the companies we are supplying this product? In the past, which companies we are supplying this product? So all those current position we have to understand that out of 100, which company is supplying how much percentage, which company is supplying how much percentage of the same product. We have to know this to understand this. Production possibilities and the constants. What should be the level of production? We have to understand the production function. We have to collect the data concerning to the production function. Suppose that level of production is a function of availability of labor, availability of capital, availability of raw material, managerial skill, availability of machine time, so many functions, and what can be the possible production, what level of production we can produce in the future. We can estimate this, that is related to the production planning, and what are the main constants in the determination of the level of production. Suppose that a company wanting to do the more production, but for doing the production, it requires the different raw materials, labor also, capital also. So all those things, machines also. So all those things are the main constraints in the determination of this. So all those things we have to study in this. We have to collect the data concerning to this so that we can make the consumption function, we can make the production function also. Generally, we can say that output is a function of labor and capital. Suppose the technology is constant in the short run, so we have to determine this. We have to collect the data related to the labor and capital and the technology also in this part. In spite of this, we have to collect the data of the import and export. Suppose the product we are doing the business, the same product, the demand is increasing in the foreign. Of course, our business will grow. So import and export for making the product, what are the raw materials which is required that is available in our country, or we have to import from the outside. All those things. After making the product, we will sell the product in our country or we will sell the product in the foreign country. Concerning to data, we have to require to understand it. And we have also to understand the market structure and competition. Competition means for the same product, there are many companies which are doing the business of the same product. So competition may be related to the quality of product, may be related to the price. The company can tell that the quality of my product is good. It can sustain for a long time. The packaging is also good, and you can use for a long time. The price is low in the comparison of another, so they can do the advertisement also of their product. So all those things are important. And in the market structure, the market is perfect competition or the monopolistic competition or the oligopoly or the monopoly, all those things. Suppose that in the perfect competition, the sellers and buyers and sellers are very more. The same product, the product is homogeneous in the shape, size, and quality, and buyers and sellers are available at all the places. And the same product, the price is also the same. The price is also the same of the product. The quality is also the same, and more supply, a large numbers of buyers and sellers, no transportation cost. The product is available at all the places, same price, same quality, everything same. So if such situation occurs, we can say that the seller has only to sell the product. So we can say that there is no competition in the seller in such type of market. But when the product is close substitute, means there are many sellers and many buyers, and sellers are fixing the price of their own product. The product is substitute to each other, and that is available to every places. Only very a small difference in the quality also, and some difference in the price. So there is a competition also. Suppose the biscuit market, tea market, and other fast moving consumer goods market all comes in this structure, and that is called the monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. So the competition is not very high, and all the company fixes the price of their product, they sell the product, and objective is the profit maximization. And there is not very big company, they do the production at the local level. This may be the situation. While in the case of oligopoly that is related to the big company, stalwarts, there is a high level of advertisement, such like the insurance company. There is a high level of investment, also high level of advertisement. Also, mobile market is also in the oligopoly market, high level of competition. They are giving the offer facility. The car market also comes in this. So they are the competition is very high. Advertisement cost is very high. The product is close substitute to each other, and all the company fixes the price of their product and they try to optimize the profit. They try to maximize the profit, but competition is very high. When one company changes the policy, it is affected by another company. In the mobile market, when one company decrease the cost of the talk time, of course the another company will be highly affected. So one company studies the policies of the another companies also, so that they can survive in the market. And in the monopoly, there is a single company, and the level of profit is high. It can charge the more price but cannot charge very high price, because the people will try to search the option also. This is the big challenge also. We have to collect, so we have to collect the data according to this. When we become the financial analyst, the business analyst, after the MBA education, we can also make your career in this, and we can work as a data scientist, data analyst, market analyst like this, and business economist. You can financial analyst, one can make the career in this path also. So we have to collect the data according to this. And the next one is the cost structure. So we have to collect the data according to the cost. Suppose that we are establishing a business, so what should be the cost of the product? Cost is related to the fixed cost and variable cost. So we have to collect the data concerning to the total fixed cost and total variable cost. And so that the fixed cost is related to the establishment of the business, establishment of the venture, and variable cost concerns to the cost when we start the business. Suppose that for the establishment of business, we require the land, purchasing of the land, making the building, purchasing of furnitures, making the office, the guard for the office, the administration purpose, and purchasing the machineries, and the power facilities development, infrastructure development, all those counts, all those expenditures are under the total fixed cost. While the total variable cost is related to the labor cost, power cost. Labor means which they were working in the company and doing the production. The power cost uh, and the raw material cost, all these things are coming under the variable cost. So we have to study the cost structure. Sometimes for opening the business, the total cost is very high. Total fixed cost is very high. Fixed cost is very high. Of course, the break-even point will be come late. But when the fixed cost is low, the break-even point come soon. When the fixed cost is high, the break-even point will come late, but the average cost will decrease. And when the fixed cost is low, the break-even point will come soon, but the average cost will be high. Marginal cost will be high. So we have to collect the data concerning to the different components of total cost, different components of the fixed cost, variable cost, and also the average cost, total cost, market cost. Cost is a function of output. Cost is a function of so many factors. So all those things we have to collect the data according to the requirement of the analysis. We have to collect the data. Elasticity of demand, we have to also collect the data concerning to the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand means if there is percentage change in price, what proportionate the demand will change. Suppose that the price changes 10%, then what percentage the demand will increase or decrease? Generally, when price increases, the demand increases, but what percentage? What is the ratio? If the previous price, on the previous price, what was the sale and what was the total profit? When we have changed the price, now what is the new sale and what is the new profit? All those things data we have to collect, because after decreasing the price, suppose the demand is not increasing, we should not decrease the price. After decreasing the price, the demand is highly increasing and the total profit is increasing. Therefore, a venture should decrease the price. Suppose we are increasing the price and demand is not decreasing, of course you can increase the price and you can increase your profit also. So all those things, the finance depends on this elasticity of demand, and that is very, very important. So we have to collect the data concerning to this, and we have to calculate this, and then we can work on this. We have to study the consumer behavior. What is the behavior of consumer? Consumer behavior, consumer attitude, consumer satisfaction, consumer preferences, consumer requirement, consumer's age, consumer gender. Is the gender of the consumer is affecting the sale? Education level of the consumer is affecting the sale? Consumer region. Consumer is living in the rural area or urban area, it is also affecting the sale. Consumer age is affecting the sales or not. Consumer educational qualification is affecting the sale or not. Consumer family size, consumer income, consumer's income, monthly income, consumer's permanent income, consumer's temporary incomes, all those things are affecting the sales or not. So all those things we have to study. Suppose that consumer is not satisfied, of course the sales will decrease. So consumer, what is the behavior of consumer in the short run, and what is the purchasing behavior of consumer in the long run, and what are the demography of the consumer, the age of consumer, the education level of consumer, the gender of consumer, okay, the living place of consumer, the income of consumer, all those things, habit, preference, choice, religion, nature, all those things of the consumers are very important while deciding the market and demand analysis, and that is a very, very important in this course. Distribution channels. What are the distribution channels? We have to collect the data according to this. Market policies in use. What are the marketing policies the company is applying? This is also the very important. We know that marketing means to identify the needs of customer. There are three things in marketing: to identify the needs in customer, to fulfill the needs of customer, and third one is to create the needs in customer. So you can adopt the different advertisement strategy and different campaign to increase the sales of the product, because sales is the main core of the business. So that is the distribution channel. If distribution channel is not strong, of course the sale will not be high. If the distribution channel is proper, justifiable, and that is catching more the customer, more the consumer, of course the demand will be high, and the catch-up area of the product will be high. So the venture will grow. That is the very, very important. Administrative, technical, and legal constraints, you have also to collect the data. Suppose that technical constraints is related to the location of the plant, your location of your business, layout of your business. If the location of your business is not good, of course the demand will not be high. Your location is near to the population or not. The location you are choosing for the production, near to this another companies are working or not. The semi-finished goods or the raw material are available near to this or not. All those things are. So location of the plant and the layout of the plant is also important. Means the map of the plant. If the layout of the plant is proper, the material handling will be low, and it will reduce the cost of production. After reducing the cost of production, you can charge the low price and you can sell the more in the market. Yes, suppose your location is not good, your plant layout is not good, plant capacity is not good, capacity planning of the product is also important, is not good, your cost of production will be high and you will charge the high prices. And suppose your competitors are technical in the advantage process, they can charge the low price and they can sell the more product. So this is the difficulty also we have in understand. Administrative structure is also important. Constraints like the organizational structure. what is the organizational structure is proper or not. If it is not proper, of course there will be delay in the work, and the labor will work more and the productivity of the labor will be low. The productivity of machine will be low. The productivity of materials and the productivity of labors will be low, and that can create the big problem in the business. So it is a very important, the administrative structure is very important for running the smooth business, or doing the, or making the more profit. Legal constants is also very, very important. According to the government rules and regulation, we have to do this. So all those things are very important while doing the business. So we have to collect the data concerning to the all the points what I have discussed. So the key step in market and demand analysis is as situational analysis and a specification of objective. What is the objective of business? We have to, first of all, we have to decide what is the objective of business. Is the objective of business is to earn more and more profit? Is the objective of business is customer satisfaction? Is the objective of business is sales maximization? I'm saying that all are the objective of business, but which objective is more important? Customer satisfaction is more important, sales maximization is more important, or profit maximization is more important, or price maximization is more important? Which one is the more important according to this, and what is the situation in the market? What is the situation in the market? Suppose that in that market you cannot maximize the sales. Suppose that the customers are not more. Suppose that the customers' income is not high. Customers are of the middle income. Customers are of the lower group income. The customer may be of the higher group incomes. So what is the nature of your product? Your product is for the high income customer, or for the medium level income customer, or for the low level income customer. This is the very important, and we have to make the objective. We have to make the objective function with the help of linear programming problems also, and we have made under the subject to under what situation we have to work, and we can do the, we have to analyze this. Second step is the collection of secondary information. We have made also the primary data is also important, and secondary data is also important. So in the secondary data, we will collect the data from the journals, from the book, from the library, from the views of another market researcher, financial analyst, market analyst, business economist. We will take the views of the all those persons concerning to the this for taking the proper decision. And then it is also important conduct of market survey. We will do the market survey. In the demand analysis, we will do the market survey. Suppose we are selling the mobile in the particular city, so we will do the market survey. Customers are happy about it. What the customers are wanting. According to the customer, the price is high, or the price is low, or the price is optimum. The customer is liking the product or not. What is the quality of product in the minds of customer? Customer is thinking that product is good or not. According to the income of customer, the product is suitable or not. According to the nature, and according to the culture, religion, the region, the age, all those factors of the customer, the product is suitable or not. We have to understand this. Then according to this, we can work, and we will collect the data that will do the market survey. We will take the data 400, 500 sample from the market. We take the data of the person who are the customer, or who may be the customer, and we can make the questionnaire, and we can give them. They will fill the questionnaire, and questionnaire will be related to the alternative question. Suppose we are doing the study of customer satisfaction. The customer are satisfied or not with your product. They are strongly not satisfied, they are neutral, they are strongly, they are satisfied, they are strongly satisfied. Like this, we make this. So market survey is very important. We can also make the dichotomous question, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, like this. And we can also make the open-ended questions. The customer can give their views why they are not liking this product. What should be the strategy? What should be the requirement to change the quality of product? How we can change the quality of product? What is the need of customer? What customer wants? And the customers also give the suggestions, so that we can take the suggestion of the customer and we can work according to this. As we know that the consumer is the king in the market, so we have to make the product suitable to the consumer. That is the very important, and therefore customer satisfaction is very important. Suppose we are making the laptop. The price of laptop may be 5 lakh. How many customer will be? How many customer will be? Customer number will be very low. So suppose the price is very high, you can capture the very high level of customer, but we have to decrease the price. We have to make the different types of laptop suiting to the requirement of low income also, medium income also, high income also customer. So the market survey is very important in this direction. Characterization of the market. What are the nature of market? What are the nature of market? In the market, there is perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly or monopoly competition. What competition is existing in the market? We have to study this. And after that, we can do the demand forecasting. Demand forecasting means prediction of the demand. Prediction of the demand in the coming days. It may be we can do the demand forecasting of 1 year. The same product, 1 year we can do the demand forecasting. Suppose the demand of ice cream, you are doing the business of ice cream. Your product is suppose ice cream. So what will be the demand of ice cream in a different month in a particular area? Different month. Of course, in the hot season, of course, the demand will increase. But in the cold season, of course, the demand will decrease. In the marriage season, marriage time, the demand will increase. But off marriage system, the demand will decrease. So many factors. So according to the nature of product, we have to do the demand forecasting. That is important, and then we make the market planning. What should be our short run market planning, long run market planning to capture more and more customer. That is very important while doing such type of business. This is very important in doing this. So the key steps in the market and demand analysis, we have to do the situational analysis and specific objective in this. So we do the collection of secondary data and conduct of the survey also here. For this we do the collection of secondary data and conduct the survey, and both go here by this road. By this way, characterization of market. What is the market forms? What are the features of market? And then after that, we do the demand forecasting, means sale forecasting, and we can do the market forecasting. That is the final stage of in this analysis. The final stage is the demand forecasting. The final stage is the market planning. Because according to if you do the demand forecasting, we will prepare according to this. Suppose we know that in the future our demand will be high, so we will make the production planning high. We can supply more. And suppose we know that in the future our demand will decrease, the demand will be low. Of course, we will make the strategy how to increase the demand. We can make the corrective measure either, or we can decrease the demand. We can invest in another product. We can invest in another business or another project. That is also very important in this situation. So in this demand forecasting, after gathering information about various aspects of the market and demand from primary and secondary sources, by the primary methodology, we can do the we can make the questionnaire, we can do the direct observation, we can take the interview of the expert like this, and we can do the direct observations also, and we can make the schedule also by the primary methodology, while in the secondary sources we can collect the data from the another sources. This is the second hand data from the books, journal, newspaper, research body, from library and other like this, and an attempt may be made to estimate the future demand. So collecting the primary and second data from the primary and secondary sources, it may be related to the quantitative data and qualitative data also. Quantitative data means measurable data, and qualitative data means not measurable data. So I'm saying that we can collect the quantitative data or we can collect the qualitative data. Quantitative data is the measurable data. Suppose that the sales in the different years, the price in the different years, the incomes of the consumer, these are the quantitative data. While the salary, income means the salary of the consumer, the advertisement expenditure, the prices of the complementary goods, the prices of the substitute goods, all those things are the quantitative data. While the qualitative data means the gender of the consumer. The age of the consumer is quantitative data. The gender of the consumer is qualitative data. The education level of the consumer is qualitative data, non-measurable data. The region of the consumer, the place of the consumer, the nationality of the consumer is qualitative data. So I'm saying that the data means quantitative data and data also the qualitative data, the mixed data, the mixed of quantitative and qualitative, and it should be collected from the primary sources or it may be collected from the secondary sources. We collect this and then we can estimate the future demand of the product, and we do the demand forecasting. This is the demand of sale forecasting. So forecasting method could be the qualitative method or the quantitative method. In the qualitative method, suppose that in the qualitative method, we make the judgment of expert. We invite the experts. We invite the many experts and experts do the discussion and they can tell that the demand will increase and decrease. A jury of experts. So these methods rely essentially on the judgment of experts to translate qualitative information into quantitative estimates. They use to generate forecasts if historical data are not available. Some of the qualitative methods are jury of executive opinion method. We can take the opinion of the managers. They will be related to the expected future sales. They can tell that. Suppose that the manager is of the manager can estimate the sales. Suppose the manager is of the high experienced person, is doing this work, so he has the knowledge, he has the experience, and on the basis of his experience, he can tell that the sale will be what will be the sale. They can estimate the sale, of course, based on their experience, based on their intuition. This is the method. And the Delphi method, we invite a group of experts, four experts, and the expert discuss. The expert discuss on this particular topic, and after the discussion, they tell that we come on the conclusion what will be the sale of that product in the market, and that is the face-to-face discussion in the expert. And we ask the question to the expert, and on the basis of their discussion, we reach to the conclusion that what will be sold in the future, and that method is very important in the sales forecasting. In the quantitative method, we employ the mathematical model or the statistical model. Generally, the statistical model we apply to understand this, and in also the two method, time series projection method and the causal method. Causal method is related to the econometrics or statistical modeling, while time series projection method, we make the diagram according to the time. Suppose here we can take, here in this we can take the cell, and in OS axis we take the time. So in the different time period, what was the cell and what is the trend of cell, according to this we make the graph and we do the forecast. So in this method we do the trend projection method, exponential smoothing method, and the moving average method. Three methods are very important in this. So trend projection method, we can see that we can make the trend. It helps to forecast about the future based on what has happened in the past. It is more suitable when changes have a certain pattern and the same pattern is expected in the future also. If the on the basis of the past pattern we try to find the trend of the future, we project the future sales on the basis of the past pattern. But one thing is very important, that the pattern should not be the change in pattern should be certain, then it is for then the forecasting is possible. Otherwise, if there is random change, the forecasting is not possible. So with the help of time series we can also do this. When the trend projection method is used, the most commonly used relationship in the linear form is y is equal to a plus bx, while a is the intercept and b is the coefficient of x. B means change in y by change in x. What y changes as a result of change in x. If one unit x changes, what unit change in y? This is the b, that is the coefficient of x. Y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. The value of y depends on the value of x. Suppose y is the sales and x is the price. So when the price changes, what will be the change in x? At the different price level, what will be the y sales? Suppose x is the time, then sale is the function of time, y is the function of x, sales is the function of time. Then when time changes, the sales changes. So we have to study according to this. So here it is given. Okay. Y hat, here we can make the equation with the help of linear trend equation. We can make this integration y hat is equal to a plus bt, is the time here. So we can find the value of a and b. We can find the value b, the slope. B means change in y as a result of change in x, dy by dx. And a is the intercept. It is the minimum or maximum value according to the situation of y. So we can calculate the value of this. Easily we can calculate this value with the software. So here this is the linear trend. Suppose the real value is this, so deviation is this point. Real value is here, so deviation is very small here. Real value is this, so deviation is here. Here the deviation is this. So all deviations, the sum of all deviations should be 0 or minimum or tends to 0. So we can draw this line, we then draw this red line. We make the red line. This is the linear trend line. So if the deviation is in the both side and have a pattern, then this is easy. And if the deviation is like this deviation, so it is not easy. It is very difficult. Sometime more increase, sometime less increase, sometime no increase, sometime very, very increase. In that situation, this method cannot be applied. So in this exponential smoothing method, in this method, the next period's forecasted demand for a product is made based on forecast made previously. On the just before, what are the demand on this nature? We find the nature on this. So just previously nature, we can find the next step based on this for the period and the actual demand of the same period. This is a very, very important. The difference between the forecasted and the actual demand result for this period is smooth for a certain constant alpha. So it can be seen like this. Here, F means the forecast at the time. FT means forecast at the present time. Forecast at the present minus one time. Previous year. Previous year. A is the actual in the previous year. A means actual in the T minus 1 and forecast in the T minus 1 time. So by this equation, we can do the forecast in the present time. FT, we can calculate this. So we have to put the data. I will do that right. It takes more time, not easy. So, and the practice also required for doing this. So we can also use the trial and error method in this case also. We can take the example here. Example is given. You can take the example and you can study this moving average method. So in the moving average, it can be the 4-year moving average, 5 years, 6 years, 2 years. So previous, suppose that 5-year moving average. So take the data of 5-year demand and sum and divided by 5. If it is the 4-year, so take the data of 4-year demand and divided by 4. So we do this, and weighted moving average we can also create. We can also do this. Suppose which time is more important, which time is less important. According to this, the nature, we can also do this like this. It is given like this here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 means 3, 4, 5. 43, 40, 41. 43 plus 40 plus 41 divided by 3, then this. Then it will be here, this. Then in front of 4, it will be here. This value will be written here. Here, this. So 42 plus 40 plus 43 divided by 3, what will be average? Will write here like this. It will be in the 2 period here like this. And for this, it will be here. Then we can put this point on the graph and we can sketch you can make the line like this and do the forecast. This is important. Here we can also see this. This is the more years. Here is the weight is given according to the weight. 4 period weight is given, so we can also do this. 4 period weighted moving average forecast for period 6 for using a weight of 0.4 for the most recent period, 0.3 for the next period, and 0.2 for the next, and 0.1 for the next. We can. It is already given, so we can do this. Causal method is that these techniques go beyond time series analysis that they attempt to analyze why variables are changing over time. Why? What are the reasons? Suppose that the causal method, the demand is the function of quantity demanded is the function of price of the product, prices of complementary goods, prices of substitute goods, consumer income, advertisement expenditure, like this. We can take many factors. So in the determination of the demand, what is in the change of demand? So in the changing of demand, what is the role of the price of that product? What is the role of the price of the complementary goods of that product? What is the role of the price of the substitute goods of that product? What is the role of the consumer's income? What is the role of the advertisement? Suppose one unit demand change. Demand is the dependent variable. While price of the product, price of that product, prices of complementary goods, prices of substitute goods, consumers' income, advertisement agency expenditure, these are the independent variables. Suppose these are the determinants, these are the independent variables. Okay, so if one unit price changes, so in the change of one, no, suppose in the 1 unit change in demand, what is the role of change in price of that product? What is the role of change in the prices of the complementary goods? What is the role of the prices of the substitute goods in 1 unit change in demand? What is the role of the consumer's income in 1 unit change in demand? What is the role of advertisement expenditure in 1 unit change of demand? We try to capture this in the model, and if there is only 2 variables, one dependent, one independent, and both are the quantitative variables, suppose that demand is the function of price, this is the simple regression model. And if there is more than 2 variables, and all are the quantitative. Demand is the function of price of the product, consumers income, more than two independent variable or two independent variables, and advertisement expenditure, prices of complementary goods, prices of substitute goods. Is such type of situation occur, that is the multiple regression model, multiple linear regression model. But generally we see that in the independent variable all are not all are not the quantitative variables, some quantitative and some quantitative also, and that is the mixed of all, and that is called the dummy variable regression model. So some independent variables are qualitative and some independent variables are quantitative. In the determination of demand, maybe the role of price, maybe the role of income, that is the quantitative, and maybe the role of gender, maybe the role of education level, that is the qualitative. So this is the suitable model and we can capture this in our model. The forecasting can be captured in our model by this method. So it is a very important. A causal model forecast are based on variations in those factors, the actual variables that cause the variable in question to change. This method seeks to develop forecast on the basis of cause-effect relationship specified in an explicit quantitative manner. All those things I've discussed. The important methods under this category are high-low method, econometrics method are very important, chain ratio method, consumption level method, leading indicator method, like this. But all those comes in the econometrics method. So we can make we can make the data like this. It uses only the highest and the lowest observation values of the dependent and independent variables. So we can make with the help of graph this also. The demand function is estimated by using these 2 points to calculate the slope coefficient and the constant or intercept. Oh, this is the calculation by only 2 points. In the previous slide, I have told you I calculated the moving average method 3 years. The sales we have did the summation divided by 3, and in the between here we have put this. We can do this, but this is the slope. We can slope means intercept. Slope, this is the b. Here b is the slope. Here b is slope is positive, slope is negative. Slope is positive means when y is increasing, when x is increasing, y is increasing. When x is decreasing, y is decreasing. Positive slope means both the dependent independent variable are going in the same direction. While here the slope is b is negative means dependent and independent variables are moving in the right direction. The independent variable affecting the dependent variable inversely. When x increase, a decrease. X decrease, a increase. Here no, I'm saying that here no. Here minus means this is the same. Here this is the same thing. It has been derived, means the value of a we can calculate by this. But I'm saying that if y is equal to a plus bx, it is the positive relationship. But if y is equal to a minus bx, then the negative relationship. It depends. The value of b will be determined on the nature of data. The value of data, of course, the software will do this. So slope coefficient, it is the difference between the highest demand and the lowest demand in the past divided by the difference between the highest and the lowest value of the. It is calculating with the help of coordinate geometry, simply. Okay. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, like this. And y-intercept, we can use this method. So we can y-a-intercept here, we can this intercept, we can calculate by this also. We can put the value of y and x, and of course the value of b has been calculated. By this way, we can calculate the value of a. This is okay. To compute, okay, this is given here. On the basis of the observed data, we can do this. This is the year number of household actual sales. So we can also calculate on the basis of this. And x, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, this is the slope. This minus this divided by this minus this is equal to this. Okay, the constant we can, this we have calculated in the previous slide, the formula is given, so you can use this and the data and find this. The regression equation is very important. Regression model is very important. Econometrics model. It is a very popular demand forecasting tools in practice. It involves extrapolating the past trend of data with identified factor affecting the demand, such as income, to project the future consumptions. It measures the average amount of change in the dependent variable associated with a unit change in one or more independent variables. I'm saying that y is the function of x, y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable, and if x is 1, y is 1, then it is called the simple regression model. But if x is y is one variable and x is more than 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, it is a multiple regression model. I have discussed this. This is a simple regression model, only x and y. Okay. And here you already know this, and this is the regression model. We can make this based on the x and y. We can make the a scatter diagram also. This is the called the dot diagram. It is the presentation of the relationship of x and y with the help of point. And here in the previous we have also discussed this. And this line, the equation is this y hat is equal to 7.6 plus this. Here it will maybe go, it will touch here, so its value is 7.6. So it can, the software will do this multiple regression here. Y is the function of x1, x2, x3, x4 means more than 1x, 2 or 3x, 2, 3, 4, 5 like x. Independent variable means the determinants are more and dependent variable is 1. The relationship is like this. Relationship is like this. This is the intercept means constant, and a0 y is the dependent variable, x1, x2, x3 dot dot x1 are independent variable. A1 is the change in y by change in x1, and xn means change in y by change in xn. So we can like the x2, x3 also. So we can make like this. And okay, so this methodology we can do this. And here, oh, 1 minute. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So, yes. One minute. Yes. So we can do like here. Yes. Suppose we share this particle. We do so. Here in the sheet one, this is the year is given and here sales is given. So on the basis of this, we can calculate the future sales also. Here in the sheet 2, demand is given, price is given, income is given, advertisement is given. Suppose we are making the relationship of only two. This one, 2, 1. Demand is dependent variable and price is dependent variable. Both are quantitative. Simple regression model. So here we will go here. We can go to the data analysis. Data analysis is already given here. Okay. Here, where is this given? Yes, here we come, data. We come on the data. After coming data, we are seeing here, click on the data, then here coming data analysis, okay? This is the data analysis, so click on this data analysis. So here regression model, we find the regression model, the regression. So variance, simple regression model will come. Yes, this is the regression, okay. Regression is okay, yes. Y input range, Y is dependent variable and X input range independent variable. So Y dependent variable, we not take this demand word, we take only the quantitative data, otherwise software will not work. This is that already selected. Now it will come here and independent variable is price. Demand is the function of price. We select here. Okay. And here output range where we will make the result this. So we are giving the result in here. Suppose we are making the result here. Output. Okay. Then we can do the okay. If we want to make the residuals, we can find here standardized residuals. We can do residual plot, line fit line. We can find the normal probability plot. Then we can select this. If you are not selecting, only the regression model will come. After that, we make the OK here. Main thing is that here we will select the dependent variable this. And here we will select the independent variable determinants this. Only one. And here this position is related to this. Here will be your result. Okay. So we click this, our result will come. Look, this the result is coming. Yes. Result is coming. Yes. 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 Oh, this line, I don't know. Okay, this result has come. You can look this here. Here R square means a coefficient of determination is value is 0.92 means 92% change in demand is due to the change in price. R square is also high, so model is good. Adjusted R square is less than R square means one variable decrease. So here is the one variable only. So observations are 10. We have taken the here written 11, but first the row is the price and demand. So the total data is in 10 also. So it is given 10 here. Degree of freedom given. Sum square, mean sum square, F value is high. So means, so we make the null hypothesis. There is no significant impact of price on quantity demanded. The null hypothesis will be rejected. And here intercept means A is this value is A. And coefficient is this negative relationship between price and demand here. So minus, it is given in minus. So standard error T value, F value, lower this B. Here we can take the level of significance. Yes. Yes. Significance F. So it is already given this. Here P value is also more than 0.05. So this is the case. So null hypothesis is rejected. Okay. So null hypothesis means that there is significant impact of price on quantity demanded. The alternate hypothesis is the null hypothesis is H0 such that B is equal to 0. The alternate hypothesis is H is such that B is not 0, means coefficient of independent variable is not 0. It may be positive or may be negative. Here it is negative, negatively affecting. The price of the product is negatively affecting the demand. So when we put the price, of course, we can find the demand of the product. When we work in the real sense, based on the data, we see that when we are changing the price, what is the impact of demand, what is the value of alpha and beta is coming, and then what will be our demand according, and when that will be demand, the price is this, the cost is this, then what will be profit. Suppose that we calculated the demand, this price, then what will be demand. Of course we can calculate the demand, and after that we can calculate the sales. Demand is the sale also. Average cost is already given, then we can understand the per unit profit, and we can understand the gross profit, total profit. So we can do this. According to this, we can take the decision. Yes.
Here, suppose, yes, suppose here, okay, no matter. Here, we can also do another things. Suppose we make the multiple regression model, then go to the data analysis and the regression is okay. Then okay the regression, then this will delete. This also delete. This also delete. Okay. Now this is the dependent variable. Dependent variable is demand. Demand is okay. Here this is the independent variable. We are selecting the price, income, and advertisement expenditure. So we are taking 3. This is more than 2. This is the 3 independent variable, and here we'll make the output here. Output will find here, suppose here, okay. Then we'll do the okay. Okay. This is coming. Okay. This is coming. Yes. So this is the coming here. R square is coming. For previous time the R square was 0.92, now 0.94. We have increased the variables, R square have increased. Means coefficient of determination is 0.94, then coefficient of non-determination is 1 minus 0.94, means 0.06. And a 6% change in dependent variable has not been captured in this model. Here 94% have been captured. Okay, observation 10, all those things are given. If value is given more than 10. Here p value is, you can look at this p value. P value, this is more than 0.52, 0.05, more than 0.05. So null hypothesis is rejected. Means there is significant impact of independent variable on dependent variable. There is significant impact of price of the product, income of the consumer, and advertisement expenditure. We have three independent variables taken: price of the product, consumer income, advertisement expenditure. They are all these 3 variables are affecting the demand. So according to the data, we can put the value and we can do the forecast also. Okay. And hereby another things we can do this also. Okay. Here we can do this. Okay. Here we can go in the third sheet. Third sheet value given. Yes. Suppose we can make the companies and sale. We can calculate the market share in the different year. We can also calculate. So we can take this and make this like this. Here go and go. Yes. And here insert go. And of course you can make this here insert. Yes, insert. You can make the pie chart like this. Of course it is coming. Yes. It is giving ABC. It has given ABCD. It has defined here ABCD. Clear. So it can make this. So according to the requirement we can do. It will take more time. Actually it is the time consuming, but time is less. So discussing this. So any questions we can discuss with me. Any otherwise? Yes. So we can according to this. Hello. Yes. So I. 3:45. So any question we can discuss on this. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello.
Sir, your volume is very low right now.
Hello.
Can you re-plug in your headphone?
Okay.
No, sir, it's still not coming.
Okay. That time okay, no? That time okay. Yes. Now it is okay or not?
Okay.
Sir, can you put the jointer near your face or the mouth because it's still not coming.
Now it is okay, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, sir, it's okay now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So any confusion you can ask?
Otherwise, we can proceed on. Okay.
If anyone has any query, please put in the chat box or they can raise their hands.
I think they have got tired, tired also already in the morning time, 1.5 hours this time also.
We would like to welcome all the speakers who has any doubt to kindly come up with a doubt so that sir can address your doubts or queries.
If there is no further query, then sir can proceed.
Yes.
So please proceed, sir.
Sir, it is better we can also take some photos also.
Yes,
You will
sure.
take some photos and you will send me.
We will request everyone to please open your camera for some time so that we can have a good photo.
Yes, sir, we can proceed further.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this photo session. And so we can proceed further. Professor Mishra, you can proceed, sir, if you want to add something else to the topic.
Okay. 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 So you have completed the photo session?
Yes, yes, sir. We have. We have.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we can conclude this. Okay.
So we would like to conclude the session, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And if I would again request if anyone is having any queries, please put it up with the sir so that sir can answer. We have already seen a lot of live examples that sir has shown on the Excel to how to deal with the numbers. So I expect that there are no further queries involved at this point of time. So I would like to thank uh, Professor Manoj Mishra, sir, and we are very thankful for this session, sir. It's absolutely fantastic that we have seen so many theories and also a part which makes that where you are explaining it on Excel and how the things has to be done. So it is very informative. And for the participants, we are very thankful for your presence. And we would request everyone to please fill the feedback form. And we will again see you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. for our next session. So with this, we would like